numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more pesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep it score. 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach.
Thank you, Coach. From at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And it right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Now a draw play with Drake. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Ankles.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 37 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Throughout the game, we're going to track so many different statistics, but one is becoming increasingly in vogue. Explosive runs of 20 yards or more, and we just saw one right there to open this game.
Now we'll see how the other team responds, because when you get a play like that against you this early in the game, you got to feel like your back's against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure now increases on you because your first thought is we have to answer right now.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now Foles. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Foles. He's going to waft this one deep left sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Look at the spin.
Balance.
Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin.
Oh, nice job.
The dump off good for 8 there on 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And the throw here caught by Devontae Parker. Oh, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he will tuck it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, 29 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Broken tackle.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it.
A hit and Foles loses the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
Let's get it.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
And this is caught by Parker.
Oh, my God.
Devontae Parker.
Replay. Instant replay on that.
With his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
Instant replay. Instant replay. Right, watch this. Watch this. How do you zoom in? Just look. Can you just say how good that... Oh. That was awesome. All right, let's get it.
And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Sanders on for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Let's get it.
A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score.
This is Ryan. This Patrick. Oh, my God.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here. Oh, his first carry. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Let's get it.
20.
Let's get it.
On first down, Drake.
Drake doesn't lose the football.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Drake.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing, and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
It's not baseball, Dolphins.
The Jags and Leonard Fournette making their way onto the field. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. One carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes.
And caught it up, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's got room. He will score. Touchdown, Miami.
You fast on that, man.
So the deep.
Wait, look how fast that fat man was. I think it was him. No. Oh, it's him. Look how fast he was. Oh my gosh. Oh, did not mean to do that.
Defense forces the fumble, they get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the rout is on here in this first half. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Come on, come on. They ain't got this.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. He finds an opening past the 40. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Foles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
What is that?
No gain on the dump off and 2nd down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. And finding Keelan Cole. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Dang.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Christian Wilkins coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. From the 39, Fitzpatrick. And Stills bringing it in. Still churning. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in.
Let's
go. Was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Partner, they're big. They snapped the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT, yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, they add 2 more onto that. They fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? On the draw, this is Fournette. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. It's taken to the 26. Fancy footwork at midfield, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards, and it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why, looking sharp so far.
You don't need to jump like a dolphin.
We see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways, but today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Fitzpatrick sliding out of the pocket. It's complete. Stills. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the
I got
run.
an idea.
36 yards on the play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Fitzpatrick to throw it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Getting Stills, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the... And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Ballage in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to pour it on.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the route is on here in this first half. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1.
Let's get it.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something.
And he lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it.
Second fumble.
They came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with that first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not.
He's going to be sacked.
Where's your blocking?
Back at the 23-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Oh, he's got a little daylight. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. They run it with Balaj.
Oh, it was a run?
And he's going to pull his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Balaj, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On second down, here's Fournette. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is taken at the 15. Oh, refusing to go down. Oh, good hurdle. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
What was that?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Drake. He's got the first down and more past midfield. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, had a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up! Let's get moving, guys!"
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Like, oh, this might be a touchdown here.
And that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick being chased out left. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And it's caught. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Drake. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys continue to pour it on. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter...
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain.
Well, from what we've seen thus far, this is not a formula for winning football. When you have more turnovers than points scored, that's a tough way to try and win a game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, actually for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Rolling to his left. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Miami. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed. It's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. He's got the hook up to Lee. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game. Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They're going to look to throw. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy.
You saw nothing.
So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
That was not...
Picked off by Bobby McCain.
What are we doing?
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever...
All right, hang on, let me end my stream real quick.